Ah, so what have we got here?
Oh, there's more medical
look
experiments.
At this deck.
Oh,
Wow, some interesting reading here.
yeah.
So, what do you think?
More experiments.
Medical experiments on state children.
Yeah.
State-sanctioned abuse of children. Well, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Oh, look, it talks leprosy. Aboriginal children injected with leprosy. What? That's disgraceful.
This is our own country.
Yeah.
You sure this wasn't Nazi Germany?
Yeah. Well, that's what it feels like, you know. I've actually been informed by a councillor at the Royal Commission that Helen Milroy, one of the commissioners, has actually spoken to them wanting to get a bus or a vehicle to be able to go out into the regional, rural and remote areas of Australia to talk with a lot of Indigenous people about stuff that happened to them out there. And the rumour is, and I'm just saying a rumour because the councillor that told me from the Royal Commission, her name is Beth McNamara, she actually informed me that when Helen Milroy put the request in, they actually shut it down, and she wasn't able to get what it is that she requested. Keep in mind that there's 6 commissioners at the Royal Commission. 3 of the commissioners have got affiliations with the Catholic Church. One of them, Justice Coates, she was involved in being a sitting magistrate or a justice over child abuse hearings in Victoria. And the other person, I think his name is Andrew Murray. He was if he isn't now, he was a patron of Plan. So it's very heavily laden with the abusive institutions. And even Helen Milroy has affiliations with a university in Western Australia and has got a background in mental health. So realistically, what chance do we have?
It's all about the connections, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow.
And when I actually went with Beth McNamara to actually talk to a guy by the name of Kit, who's a lawyer at No More Legal Service, I was informed by both Kit and Kit's assistant that the Royal Commission, every Royal Commission that happens, and this one is no different, they've actually got what's called the executive side according to the law, and on the executive sit the Royal Commission and the current sitting federal government. So there is no onus on anybody ever from the Royal Commission to call a current sitting member of the federal government before the Commission. So it's a complete fraud. It was set up as a joke.
We really need an investigation into all these crimes.
Yes.
We're on children, little children.
Yep. And it's ongoing. As adults, we suffered. You know, we've got nothing there for us. We've got no total independent support service there for us. You know, it's all funded by the church and the government, and the church and the government, as we know, are the ones that abused us.
Oh, look at this. Cardinal George Pell admits church covered up cases of sex abuse.
Yeah. Well, and the Royal Commission allowed him to escape to the Vatican.
They did.
So, and George Pell, he actually allowed cause lawyers to come from Victoria through to the Catholic Church with all of their, restitution or their truth, justice and healing to be part of their legal team. So realistically, Pell should never have been able to go until all of the Royal Commission's hearings were done into the Catholic Church. And the current findings from the Royal Commission actually states that Pell was implicated with regard to the Ellis defence. And the other thing that I actually wanted to put out there is that with regard to the Ellis defence, Nicola Ellis, she was actually talking with Gail Finesse when I went into the Royal Commission. She was talking with Gail Finesse, and Finesse was actually mentioning to Nicola Ellis that Nicola Ellis was able to look at all of the submissions into the Ellis defence. Now, if there's a 99-year hold on information, why would Nicola Ellis be able to look at all of these submissions and we're not?
So I thought, don't get your camera wet. Okay.